Jen Gerson is frustrated. Her complaint has been seemingly forgotten about by Elections Alberta.
They started their timeline April 27th. And I think that just made me very angry because I know very well that timeline is not correct.
Gerson submitted the tip to Elections Alberta about the Centurion Project's new website on March 31st. The pro-Alberta independence group planned to use a searchable database that listed names, addresses, and electoral districts of voters in the last provincial election. The agency told Gerson on April 10th, with the evidence currently available, there are not reasonable grounds to direct an investigation. On Thursday, Elections Alberta publicly stated it was given credible information on April 27th.
If someone issues them a complaint, the next step ought to be that they investigate the complaint to find out whether or not there are quote-unquote reasonable grounds that a crime's been committed.
Elections Alberta told Global News changes to legislation in 2025 added a reasonable grounds provision to start investigations. Alberta's Criminal Trial Lawyers Association says although investigations take time, this private information was available for anyone to see.
It's not phone book stuff. And typically the phone book didn't have your address in it, right? Like it might have your phone number. It doesn't have your home location.
For agencies that support people fleeing domestic violence or dangerous situations, they say the situation is terrifying and that more needs to be done to protect this information.
Well, that's all fine and dandy that they're doing their investigation and, they've taken it down and they're doing the steps that they need to do. But what about all of the women whose information was, been able to be accessed?
Premier Danielle Smith says protecting the personal information of Albertans is of the utmost importance, and those responsible for any breach should be held accountable under the law. The Centurion Project says it did nothing wrong and used public information. For Gerson, she says this data was out 30 days longer than it needed to be.
I'm upset that the Centurion Project was, to my mind, irresponsible. I'm furious that Elections Alberta has tried to cover this up.
The group petitioning for Alberta independence says they aren't involved with the Centurion Project and don't agree with posting personal information publicly. It comes as they are set to submit their signatures to Elections Alberta on Saturday. Jasmine King, Global News, Edmonton.